Hello, everybody. Welcome to Broadway.com's Live at 5. It's Thursday, December 12th. I'm Beth Stevens.
I'm Paul Wontorek.
And we're here with a very dressy Caitlin Moynihan.
Hello.
Doesn't she look festive?
Yes.
And she should be festive because we have a wonderful guest today.
Yes, who's here?
Hannah Ellis is here from A Christmas Carol on the Broadway.
She looks fantastic. She's wearing the Pantone color of 2020, apparently.
She's ahead of her
I
time.
love it.
And we will talk to her shortly. But first, our top 5. We've been in the Heights all day, and I have no complaints.
Raise your hand if you cried at the In the Heights trailer. Oh, my God, Beth. I wasn't ready for this to drop. I mean, we kind of knew it was dropping. Beth and I actually went to a party last night. We got to see it in person with Lin-Manuel Miranda and the cast of the film. So we're feeling very special. And look, I brought up my In the Heights vinyl, the Broadway, which I know every lyric by heart. Don't challenge me.
I won't.
This is everything. In the Heights is my favorite movie of 2020. Even though I haven't seen it,
still
but the trailer is perfect. There was just enough to make you remember all the amazing things about the Broadway production that you love, and also highlight this new cast so beautifully, but also some intriguing moments, kind of like, ooh, what's that?
Yeah, there's some new things.
Is that, yeah, and I love that. John M. Chu is the director of this film. It is coming out in June. But last night, so we went up to the Heights.
We went up.
Beth and I were in the Heights last night at 809 Restaurant on Dyckman Street. When you're on Dyckman Street, you know you're in the Heights.
Totally.
Classic New York street to know exactly where you are. So one thing that you guys didn't see is we got to see a little special video, which was what they showed at the wrap party.
Like the blooper reel.
And this was the first time the cast got together since filming ended. And
they couldn't stop hugging each other.
What was interesting in that was we got a lot of peeks of the Piragua guy from the movie, who was played by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
That's right.
And so we got to see a lot of that, which wasn't really with a beard, which wasn't in the trailer. And Lynn was there, and the cast is so, I mean, Daphne. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's just.
Okay,
I'm sorry. We're going to get to Hannah Ellis because we love her, but the In the Heights trailer dropped.
True.
Daniela, Carla, and Kuka of the nail salon.
That's
Kuka being a new character played by Dasha Polanco, who I love so much from Orange is the New Black.
Oh, yeah.
So I was very excited to meet her. Daphne Rubin Vega, Daniela. Stephanie Beatrice is Carla. She's brand new, right?
Yeah.
She was really sweet. Jimmy Smits is Kevin.
And did you hear Lynn said
What?
that Jimmy Smits loved it so much off-Broadway, he agreed to do the voiceover for the Broadway, and they asked him what his fee was, and he said house seats.
Just give me house seats.
Come on.
That's amazing.
Genius.
And of course, Jimmy Smits was on Broadway with Daphne.
Yes, of course.
And on the Tropics.
And in the
Fun
Tropics.
fact for Broadway fans. Corey Hawkins is Benny. It's the first time he's singing. He talked about how nervous that made him. Leslie Grace is Nina. Anthony Ramos is Usnavi. We love Anthony Ramos. He was fantastic in this role down in Kennedy Center.
Oh, yeah, you got to see that.
I actually kind of already
And of
got
course, we all love him
taste
from
of this.
Hamilton.
And Vanessa is Melissa Barrera, who was she was like a super fan of the show, which was really fun to learn. She saw this show on Broadway. She said like
15 times or something.
I don't know what she said, but a lot. Saving the best for last, possibly, Olga Meredith.
That's really what got me in the
We
heart.
love this because she's here and she's on the movie.
And she said to us, this never happens.
Yeah.
She was so surprised
I know.
and so humbled to be able to
And
do
she
both.
said that she had kind of put this away, this role, and it was amazing to come back. But I really loved what she said, though, was that she's like, I'm such a tough New Yorker that playing Abuela Claudia is like, it's so great to play this sweet woman and this loving side. So it was really exciting for her to come back to that.
Sweet.
Anyway, this movie is going to be my everything. You guys, if you don't like hearing about In the Heights, you better stop watching Live at 5 between now and June because you're going to be hearing a lot about it. And on that note, what's next?
Yes. So we got some more casting news for this upcoming revival.
This was a surprise and a very pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Listen to the people who've joined Carolina Change on Broadway, which starts in March. Casey Levy
Love this.
will play Rose Stopnick-Gelman.
What a great thing to do after Frozen. I
Very
love that. different.
The role was originated by Van Cox, to give you an idea of that role. Tony nominee John Cariani as Stuart Gelman, Tamika Lawrence as Dottie Moffat, Chip Zion
Yep.
as Mr. Stopnick,
Of
and
Grand Hotel
newcomer,
and
this is the
Into the Woods fame. Sorry.
Thank you, among other things. Newcomer Jonah Mussolino as Noah Gelman, that's the child. And they joined Sharon D. Clark. There's still more casting to come for this Tony Kushner, Janine Tesori musical.
You didn't mention the Ghost reunion.
Go on.
Sharon D. Clark and Casey Levy were in Ghost together.
Yes, they were.
Sharon D. Clark sang "I'm Outta Here," and then she had moved the pen. You know, it's Ghost.
You know, did you just do like choreography? Okay,
So good.
Good. Thank you. So this starts March 13th and opens on April 7th.
Yes, and we have a world premiere coming to New York City.
It's called Where We Stand. It's written by playwright and performer Donetta Lavinia Grays, and it is premiering. Tamila Woodward is directing. It is premiering at the WP Theater Uptown on January 30th, 2020, and opening night is set for February 11th. At certain performances, David Ryan Smith will play the it's a one-person show.
There you go.
Yeah. And it's set in a town, Lunning Row means running low.
Gotcha. I'm with
Running
you.
low.
I'm just
Let me
going to
start
stick
over.
with, let's,
It's about a town running low on compassion as an exile seeks forgiveness, forcing the community to decide between mercy or justice. Those two choices. So it sounds like it's going to be good.
Yes, and we got an extension for a very hot show.
that's right. Thank you, Caitlin.
Thank you.
Katori Hall, who is represented on Broadway right now by Tina, the Tina Turner musical, has a world premiere coming. It's called The Hot Wing King, and it's already extending at the Signature Center for 1 week. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
It was originally announced to run through March 13th, and it will now conclude on March 22nd, and it begins previews on February 11th and opens on March 1st at Signature. Okay, I'm not sure what this is about. I'm just going to read, and we'll just
about a
work
festival.
through it. It's about a hot wang festival in Memphis, where Cordell Crutchfield is in a bid to win yet again when his beau, Dwayne, takes in his troubled, there's always a troubled nephew. However, a first place trophy isn't the only thing Cordell risks losing.
Cool.
Whatever it is, it's a comedy, and I'm there.
Cool.
And there is going to be a very sweet Annie reunion.
So back in the late 70s, when Annie was the hottest thing in town, they did a Christmas special, which is, if you've ever been on YouTube, you may have found it. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite things on YouTube because it's the original cast and it's Annie, but it's a Christmas special, and it's just so good. Watch it. So on December 16th at the Cutting Room, they're doing like a special one-night staging of the special at 9:30, and they're doing this all in the memory of Martin Charnin, Annie co-creator who passed away in July at the age of 84, and it will benefit the Actors Fund. His wife, Shelley Birch, who is a former Annie, will be there, along with a bunch of other amazing cast members. I recognize these names from the playbill when I was a little kid obsessed with Annie. So anyway, that'll be a really cool night. And check it out on YouTube, too. Also on the site, hey
Yes.
Beth, I got to interview one of my favorite people ever, Harry Connick Jr.
Yes.
Watch that interview.
Golden
Watch
voice,
me
Connick
fanboy
Jr., yes.
out. And go see his show, by the way. It opens tonight, and it is so good. He directed it, and he conceived the whole thing. and
Celebration of
it's,
Cole Porter.
It's fantastic, yeah.
Also, we've got the Grand Horizons press event and pictures of that upcoming show, and all kinds of stuff are going on. Mostly, though, we're inundated within the Heights. So if you want to see more in the Heights stuff,
Mentally and emotionally, definitely.
emotionally, and also alloverbroadway.com. On that note,
I'm going to get out of here.
goodbye, Paul. Thank you for your service. You can take your album. Caitlin, will you please tell us about our guest?
Yes. Guys, we had Hannah Ellis here with us in the studio today. She is currently in A Christmas Carol on the Broadway. And rumor has it, guys, she is playing an instrument on stage as well. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Yeah, so she's laughing. She's also been on Broadway in A Bright Star and in Godspell. Make sure you guys can follow her on social media at Hannah Ellis. Leave all of your questions in the comments down below. And everyone, please welcome Hannah and Beth.
Thank you, Caitlin. We have a large audience here today. We do.
We do.
Because we're all fans of Bright Star. And look, we got a thumbs up from my daughter, who's in the corner, because I took her to see A Christmas Carol, and it is a joy. Tell me how you're doing over there at the theater.
Good. The theaters happen. We're right in the Christmas season. We're sold like gangbusters. It's snowing. People are loving it.
And you walk in, and the whole theater feels like it's been transformed. You're in merry old England.
Yeah.
And you really feel like you're having that moment of like, oh, I'm in a Dickens story.
Yeah. Yeah, it's immersive.
I mean, there are lamps everywhere.
700 lanterns. So
Lanterns.
if you're a lantern fan, you're going to love the production.
And there are people walking around with treats.
It's immersive. You're going to get snacks. I think that was one of the biggest things that Matthew Worchess, our director, really wanted, was this feeling that everybody was welcome. Everyone's a part of the story. Everything in the story feels immersive, but not in that way where when you go to the theater and you're like, oh,
This is not
wanna be
this
part
is
of it.
not a dusty old Christmas Carol. This is rewritten and
Adapted,
readapted
yeah.
by
Jack
Thorne and directed by Matthew Warchus and Rob Howell's gorgeous designs. And you just feel like, I know this story. We all know the story of Scrooge. We got it. But there's more going on. I don't know. It's just deeper.
Yeah, it's really an ensemble show.
Yeah.
Campbell Scott leads us as Scrooge.
He's the Ebenezer.
He's
But
very
he's
good.
great. And of course, you've got your Tony winners sprinkled in.
Yes, I was about to say
Andrea
we have
Martin and
LaShawne's, Andrea Martin. Everyone's just pitching in, and there's this feeling of community, really.
Okay, let's talk about your instruments. Now, we knew you were a musician. This is not news to us Hannah Ellis fans. I'm pointing to myself. But tell us what you're playing here in this show.
Well, that's the thing. That's the funny story is I was cast in this, and they're like, it's a play.
Yeah,
It's a play.
It's sold
my
as a play.
first play on
Not a
Broadway,
musical.
really, because it's not a musical. And I was like, this is going to be so great. And I come in on first day of rehearsal, and they go, do you play any instruments?
And you were like, I play a lot of instruments. Which one do you want me to play?
I was like, I do. And there's so much singing in the show. We have dancing in the show. It is really a play with music. We do 12 traditional Christmas carols, but it's not a musical. They don't really.
There's just some singing.
They don't further
You can
the
join along.
plot. They're just. They're atmospheric, I
Yeah,
guess.
absolutely.
And there's like a spirit of Christmas through music. Actually, Chris Nightingale, who did our arrangements, and then he also wrote new music, like incidental music for this. It's just gorgeous. But they do have me playing an instrument in this show, and it is the mandolin. And people, and it's so fun actually because when you come see the show, you're gonna see we have a pre-show, if you will, and there's
Go early. It's fun.
Yes, you have to come early for all the things. And but we have a pre-show band of actor musicians that are. It's sort of like this pub feel.
Yeah.
And there are 4 of us, and we have lovingly named ourselves.
Oh, I want to hear.
In honor of the flu season that we're also in, the Ebeneezers.
Oh.
God bless you, everyone.
Oh, my God.
And
I'm not over it.
if it doesn't get
Ebeneezers.
dorkier than that, we also, well, this is a good time. You didn't think I was going to come and show up from a Christmas show
What?
without a Christmas
I have
present.
nothing to offer you.
We're in the spirit of Christmas. You have to be a good receiver. So
All
go
right,
on.
kids, you come up. You
Oh.
can come up. You can come up.
Oh yeah, come.
You come up around, and you can open the present. Come on.
Open the
I'm going to introduce my children
present.
to the world. Yeah. Come on. You can open the present. I'm going to keep on talking to Hannah. Let me know what it is. Stand right there.
Yeah.
There you go. This is Jacob and Libby. Libby is a Broadway superfan.
Yay!
Jacob has also visited.
Dabbled.
He's dabbled. He's
So we
dabbled.
come bearing gifts.
Oh.
So now, look, it's so dorky. We actually,
You can go back and get them.
we actually have made ourselves merch. We are the Ebeneezers, and now you are too.
Oh,
And
no.
I don't play an instrument. Oh.
Like officially together.
Well, this brings us to the second part. Can I hear you? This brings us to the second part of our interview. I have some Christmas questions.
Oh yes, please.
I'm glad that you have one for yourself too.
Bring-
I hope we look cute. Do I look cute?
You look very cute.
Yeah, tell us. When
Thank
this-
you, Jacob
this
and
moment's
Libby.
over.
You look very cute.
When we're done with them, we
Libby
can-
loved a Christmas
we
Carol.
can
Well,
hand
you can
them
get a
off.
review later. Yes, you
Oh,
can have the
yeah.
Ebenezer. Yes, you can have it. Okay, you can share it.
This
sharing,
is exclusive.
sharing
no one
gift.
has this. Well, we have 2.
Okay, well, we'll talk later. We'll negotiate later. Favorite Christmas Carol?
Honestly, we sing it in the show, and it's called "In the Bleak Midwinter," and it's sort of an obscure one, but
And the title of it makes you just feel warm and full of cheer.
it's called "In the Bleak Midwinter," and it's the best.
And that's where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Some people didn't know it when we were, started the show, and we all sing these carols now all the time. It's my favorite part in the show. It also features LaShawne's, so maybe that
might have something.
that warms my heart.
Favorite Christmas tradition? Your Christmas tradition?
That's a really good question. I think my favorite Christmas traditions are probably all food related.
Okay, let's go
So-
through it, shall we?
I mean,
Shall we?
it's like-
Favorite item on a Christmas dinner table? And don't say a goose. Nobody eats goose.
I
Come
know
on.
no one eats goose. See, I grew up with ham.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like a good old
But
Midwestern
in the
girl.
show, you're going to see a turkey.
Yes, in the show you are going to see a turkey,
Not a real turkey.
and my character Scrooge's niece has something to do with it.
Say no more. Favorite Christmas present you've ever received?
Well, when I was a little girl, I always wanted like an actual horse, not a pony.
No, a full-grown horse.
Full-grown horse. But it was weird. It's like my parents, who we lived in the suburbs, couldn't get me one. This is strange.
That's weird.
Like, why wouldn't they? As a small girl, I was like, "Where's?"
Did you not have a lawn?
Yeah, exactly. My full horse.
Huh.
So they actually did get me. Does anyone remember those stuffed animals? You get them as a horse, a cat, a dog, and they came. This is so weird with like little babies inside, like baby. So you could
So
get
you were
as a-
birthing horses?
Yeah, so you could get like a cat and it had a Velcro stomach and like little baby stuffed animal cats were in it.
We're looking at you like,
Okay, all right.
I didn't grow up in that kind of
No.
environment.
You were too busy with Beanie Babies.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Anyway, that was my
Okay,
horse.
favorite Christmas present you've ever given to someone else?
You mean besides the Eva Sneezer's hat?
Well,
That I just
actually, let's just leave it there because
That I
there's,
just
there's no
gifted
top in
you?
this. I hope I look cute.
You look
I
super
feel
cute.
I feel warm and toasty though.
Good.
Your favorite Christmas cookie?
I'm Swedish on my mother's side, so they make pepperkakor, which is like a ginger snap.
You have answers. You're like,
Well,
like a ginger snap.
It's like a ginger snap, but you cut them
Pepperkakor.
out. It's called pepperkakor, and you cut them out in shapes.
Oh, I see. So you've got the cookie cutters.
Yep, so it's cookie cutter, but it's like a ginger snap. It's like warm and all spicy, and I mean, what would you say?
Oh, I don't know. Jewish. I love the dreidel
What's-
cookies. They're good.
Look what I wore for you today. I'm in a proper like
It's
Hanukkah
true.
color.
You are. Hanukkah color.
A Hanukkah color.
All right. I could ask Hannah Christmas questions all day. I'll ask her one more, and then we're going to take your questions. What did Steve Martin and Edie Brickell get you for Christmas during Bright Star?
Do you really want to know what they got us?
Yeah, of course we do. Spill.
So actually, my favorite thing, oh my goodness, it's the front page of Asheville, the song that I sang, and it's signed by them. So they gave me the front page of the
I'm getting all
music.
verklempt.
I mean, come on. They gave me the front page of the music and they signed it. And Edie also gave us socks.
Because she's practical.
It's
Practical.
Christmas. And you know what? Mine had horses on them.
She knew.
Yeah.
But no Velcro, I think.
No.
Okay, no babies.
Velcro.
Okay.
No baby horses.
I'm glad we cleared that up. Let's take questions now, Caitlin.
Yes. We were actually talking about this earlier, but Nina wants to know what are some of your favorite interpretations of A Christmas Carol? Because there are quite a few out there.
Yeah, there are. And people will say, oh, I've seen Christmas Carol. Like, I know Christmas Carol. And it's like, well, you haven't seen the Christmas Carol on Broadway, which, by the way, it's the first time that it's
Crazy.
been on Broadway, like as a full production.
Right.
So we're technically an original play because it's an
That's weird.
adaptation. I know. Isn't that funny?
It's an original play that you know.
It's like an
You know what's gonna happen.
adaptation. Anyway, I grew up with the Muppets
Come on.
Christmas Carol.
Yes.
Come on. Like, it
I
is
can't believe they didn't have an Ebba Sneezer. It feels like they should have.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Ebba Sneezer. Where's Ebba Sneezer in that adaptation? Yeah, I loved I grew up with the Muppets. It was so good.
That's a good one.
I love that. Yeah. Elise wants to know, why do you think the story of A Christmas Carol resonates still so strongly? And like why, it's spanned across like
Right.
Hundreds of years.
lots
People
of time.
love it. And they come to the show and they laugh and they cry. Honestly, we cry backstage, the cast. And it's kind of embarrassing to say because we've seen the show so many times. But we'll be standing back there and
It's
just...
very moving, though.
It is. I don't know if it's about the season. I mean, it's a story of redemption. I think everyone loves the idea of a second chance. There's a line that says, I don't think you can be past hope. And the idea of that everyone deserves a second chance. I can't be past hope is such a strong idea and a really good one in today's environment where all your choices are out there for the world to see. All your mistakes are out there for the world to see. And this idea that everyone can change themselves is, I don't know, I think it's just really special. It's a really strong
Right.
statement.
It
I
is.
mean, it
It's
connects
very
humans.
deep and moving, and then you're just lifted up by these Christmas carols. And
Yeah.
and
And you
a
can
great
change
cast.
your future, and you can change other people's future with your choices. I mean, it's just good.
it's great stuff.
That's what I think.
We got a lot of people here asking about Benny and June.
Oh, yeah.
They just want to know. They saw a lot of people here said they got to see you in it. They just want to know what that experience was like. if there's any future with the show.
Is there a second chance for everyone?
Just say
Second chance for everyone, for everything. I've mostly worked on new musicals, new plays. Since being in New York City, I've mostly done that. So it's really exciting when something makes it all the way to Broadway. And Benny June was a great experience. I mean, come on, like Bryce Pinkham and
Such great people.
such great people in this show. And it may have some news, which would be
Oh.
very exciting. So just keep your fingers crossed for 2020.
I like that.
But I
Okay.
loved it. I love that story.
So good.
amazing.
Okay, I think we have time for one more, Caitlin.
Okay, Emily wants to know, what do you remember from opening night, and what was that moment like for you to be able to like open this original show on Broadway and like during the Christmas season? What was that night like for you?
Yeah, there is a really special moment in this show. Why do I want to say a little bit without giving too much away, where everybody kind of gets a chance to participate.
Yes.
And in that moment, I had an exchange with some of my castmates in the theater, and I think we all kind of looked at each other and really genuinely laughed. Like, here we are doing this, and it's opening night. And I think no matter how many Broadway shows you do, it's just really special. The idea of being on Broadway and getting to open a show, getting that opportunity, is one that I certainly don't take for granted. So, and it was, yeah. And opening a Christmas show during this holiday season.
Are you having a Christmas exchange at A Christmas Carol?
We are.
Is it a Secret Santa?
We're doing a Secret Santa. We're doing doors, decorating our doors, which, by the way, the boys are killing it. The boy
Interesting.
dressing rooms are nailing it. So we're having a little door.
Gotta step it up, Andrea Martin. Come on.
a little door decorating competition. It's really cute. We're doing all the Christmas things.
I love it. Well, Mary, thank you for coming. Go see A Christmas Carol. Have you seen A Christmas Carol? You haven't seen A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
You need to go see A Christmas Carol. Thank you for coming, Hannah. Say hi to all of your people. We love that's such a great cast.
True.
Caitlin, will you take us on out, please?
Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We are live at 5 every single weekday here on Facebook. You can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts by searching for hashtag live at 5 and hitting that subscribe button. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. We talk to Taylor Trench of the new cast of To Kill a Mockingbird.